What's going on, guys? Yeah, now, feel quite a lot of judgment these days, I do, and everyone's got this idea of who the fuck I am. And let's have it right. Unless you're close to me or you've been close to me, then you've not got a fucking clue who I am. Right, so I'm going to educate a few of you now on who the fuck John Hogan is, why I am the way I am, the things that have happened to me in my life, yeah. Now, I've come from a good family. I kept my innocence to a late age, Never can complain about my upbringing. I was always fed, I was always clothed, yeah. Now, coming from two council estate parents who worked, jobs, didn't get the most from them jobs, but they worked 12-hour shifts, changed me over each shift, they did really well as parents. And I can say, I'm proud to say that they was my parents and I love them to bits. Now, my dad, he was a rum fucker when he was young, yeah? Wasn't criminal, anything like that, but he was a rum fucker. That's just the way that he had to be in his time, yeah? Because back then, violence was a kind of currency. Violence got you what you wanted. And you weren't going to prison really back then. The police were dragging you home for scrapping or what have you. And your mum and dad would deal with it then. So he brought me up how he was brought up, Get out there, stop crying or give you something to cry about, Stand up for yourself, yeah. Now, admittedly now, yeah, I couldn't bring a kid up in this society today like that because of the way the laws are working, and violence is the worst thing they see against another human being. Then, they clamp down on that. Say, for instance, if you're a drug dealer and someone comes to rob you, the robber is the one who's getting punished, not the drug dealer. So that just goes to show you how the laws in general are made against violence. So, growing up, earlier on, I was a bit of a fat kid, it's just one of them, wasn't it? So, as you can, those of you who knew me from, school that I was in, it was like a middle class kind of school, people had money there, and it was just, my family didn't, but still, humour was a good defence mechanism, but still, I got bullied. But then I managed to, the lads in my year liked me, Like I said, humour was a good defence mechanism. The lads in my year liked me. So I managed to, by about the 4th year, get on board with these guys. And they taught me, yeah, listen, we're behind you. You just hit back. So I did. I started hitting back, started pushing back. And I started getting fucking results as well. So when you start getting that becomes a second nature. You start thinking, yeah, here we go. But still, I wasn't the person I wanted to be. I'd look at some of the people on the estate when I was young, making money, nice girls, what have you. I wanted that, and I thought I could get it by the way they did it. So when you're around them kind of people who are just barking idiots, and tell you, if you want something, take it. As I've got older, I've got bigger, filled out, yeah. Started learning about gym, started learning about the way the mind works, how fear works, and how to get what I want. So we're talking like late teens here. I'm doing me. Hanging around with a dickhead, yeah, who, I do things to make my status and kudos a bit better. So what he'd do is he'd put me down to make himself look good. Yeah. Now, I don't know, if you actually know me, you know who this guy is. He's a fucking dickhead. The guy's picking up dimps off the floor, smoking spice now. Nobody likes him. Yeah, he's a fucking cunt. Anyway, enough about him. Me as a person, yeah. Come to about 19, I'm backing this dickhead, yeah. I back him against my own friends. I break a jaw. Yeah, it fucking killed me, but still broke a jaw. People turned on me. My young friends turned on me because I chose him. Then we're out, he starts robbing people. I'm backing him because he's my boy and that's me. By this time, I've been prison 3 times. I'm 19. Been around city cats, so I'm learning, you know, about the way, no internet and all that like there is now. You learn about city cats by being about them guys and what they talk about, the things they do and the clothes they wear and, well, what gets you respect. And when you're in a place like Inley in 97, you all know if you went there then the place was a fucking zoo. Yeah, you're in there, you're from Warrington, people are trying that shit and, you know, you shout outs, you're not doing them, you're fighting in the morning, in them showers, in the 2s and the 3s, you know. It's just a fucking nightmare. I wouldn't wish it on anybody at 18. Wouldn't wish it. It was a fucking nightmare. But I learnt a lot. Anyway. 19 years old. You know, I'm already on a little bail for a Section 18. And we're out committing robberies, you know, so we get caught for them. And yeah, I'm on remand. Yeah, Section 18, Section 39, 2 perverting the course of justice, 2 robberies, an attempted robbery, an obstructing police justice, and a little theft of possession, public order resisting arrest, breach of probation. That was what I was on remand for at 19 years old. Yeah, so as you can imagine with them charges, anybody who knows about charges know that they are heavy charges. I'm looking to catch about 9 years here. And at 19, it ain't good. You know, the love of my life finishes me. Start to lose my head. I get rushed within 6 days of being in there because my Cody, that cat I was talking about before, my Cody, gets robbed. Yeah, I don't have it. I go down front it. It's about 16 scousers on a YP wing alt course. And it was a fucking dangerous jail back then because everybody was out. Yeah, so, you know, I've gone down fronted it. Got a bit of burn back for him, saved a bit of base. Then one of them G's come from the block. You're letting wolves take the piss, you know. So I get rushed, come in the pad. He gets a dig. He's gone, nah, leave him, point at me, fucking destroy him, you know what I mean? So he runs off out the pad, leaves me, yeah. So I'm taking my licks, trying to fight back, got levered anyway. Down the hospital wing, get stitched up, back on the wing same night. Anyway, so that's a little bit of what happened to me first 6 days in on a remand for heavy charges. And anyway, it turns out I get a lot of shit concurrent. Get some not guilties, I get not guilty on the 18, the perverting the courses, I get a guilty on a 20. You know, the robberies and that, throw my hands into them. So a lot of it went concurrent. I ended up getting just under 4 years. 1999, just missed a parole. And yeah, but it was still a big bird for an under parole. It was like 4 years and over was parole. Anything under that wasn't, and it's an EDR. So I got an EDR, but I'm doing something like 3 year 8, and as you can guess, that's a long time in them jails. So anyway, I'm in a jail. Yeah, I go end up in that Stokeheath, tear the back out the jail, make a proper name for myself and guys from this town. Yeah, so I tear that shit right up. Anybody who was there with me knows there was plenty of times when wings were locked down. You know, I was fucking a scary guy back then. I was bad bully and that. End up with a gym orderly job, last 9 months of my sentence. So, you know, if you get a job like that, you've got to be one of the lads, aren't you? Simple. You know, all Brummy's in there, Manx in there, you know, and there's me from a little town representing. And anybody who was there, a lot of kids from this town my age, you know, I repped. And I did fucking rep, and a lot of them did as well. So, you know, it's one of them anyway. So, get out. I'm out a year, back in, doing a 2.5. I whacked some guy once, break his jaw, fracture his cheekbone. I was just a cunt. He didn't deserve it. Yeah, he didn't deserve it. I was a wanker, right? But still, that happens then. On that sentence, I'm hitting the cons. Cons is a different world. I'm walking around head up my ass thinking I've got to fight everyone when I don't. That's when drugs come into it, like heroin, things like that. So It's all right if you leave it at the gate, they say, but you don't leave it at the gate half the time. So, first time I try heroin, I'm in prison. Yeah, I get out, fine, everything's cool, don't touch nothing. Get out in 03. Stay out then, I'm not hitting nobody, I'm behaving. But then we're in a pub, smash it up. Ale says to us before he even sentences us, can take jail or you can take a 2-year ASBO, banning me from all licensed pubs, registered clubs in the Warrington area. So we take the ASBO, yeah. But as you know, you can't go for a drink then. So you see somebody you've been locked up with or something you're not seeing coming for a drink, nah, I can't go in no pubs. So it's a case of, what do? We end up in flats, having a toot, what have you, and then it just goes from there, yeah. And back then I wouldn't touch any crack, nothing like that. But then this one guy who was a rat, who I ended up linking up with again, would mither me because I was doing well, I was making money, making more than him, and he didn't like it. This guy has to be top dog in the room that he's in, he don't like it if he's not. So he tries to get me smoking it, knocking it back, knocking it back, knocking it back. 8 weeks I'm knocking it back for. I finally think, fuck it, I'll give it a go, It takes everything from me. Best thing that ever happened to me when my little family went, you know, my money went, fucking lost a lot of respect off people, you know, that's how it is. But then, you know, go away again, sort my head out, get out, everything's cool. Link up with a load of young'uns on Whitecross with this girl. She goes and sleeps with a guy I'm grafting for behind my back, and then I start turning back into the old me, the DHM prison me, thinking if he thinks I'm a dickhead, so I rob him and I make a beeline to go after him and all his boys who were running that estate at the time, run them all off there. Younger ones I was fine with, they all got mutual respect from me, I was cool with them all, didn't bully them all, educated them all. Never have I ever said to anyone who is young, who has got their whole life ahead of them, got options still, yeah, we'll make money this way, but I've always said, listen, try it straight. If you don't make it that way, and you can't make it that way, then come and see me and we'll see what we can do. But believe me, do it the right way first. Try your teens, your late teens, doing it the right way. And if you can't do it that way, rather than be poor or going out and doing robberies and all that shit, come and see me, we can make dough, whatever. Anyway, in a world that we live in today, mistakes I made when I was younger, I'm suffering for now. Jobs are non-existent for me, criminal records, things will never be spent. And so I do what I do now. But don't get it twisted, ever. I never push anything on anybody. In fact, I talk people out of getting things when they shouldn't be. Don't want to be like me. You don't want to go down my road. That is what I say. And anybody who knows me knows I'm not talking shit right now. I'm telling the fucking truth. There's young'uns out there now who will tell you straight, yeah, John was, that's how he was. Never a bully. Could have been, but he weren't. Never ever tried to manipulate me to get what he wanted, to money, whatever. I didn't do that. I always tell him, listen, do it the right way. I try and tell people, you don't want to come to this life because once you're in it, you're not getting out. As soon as you're known, criminal record, what have you, you're not getting out. So when people look at that video and judge me and think, oh, big Eddie, dickhead, this, that and the other, right? I am a career criminal. I've made my bed and I'm lying in it. I'm owning it. I'm being the best I can at what I do. And, you know, tried, failed. And when you try and fail that many times, you just think, you know, it kills your confidence, fucks with your mental health. Rather than be out here and be poor, you know, I want to do all right for myself. And it's the only way I know how, because I've done it for so long. I've been spent more time on this planet getting arrested, going to prison, than he have not. I got arrested at 13 first, and it's been like that ever since. Now, I'm doing this video for one reason and one reason only, to educate people out there about a guy like me. You may see me, you think, oh yeah, bravado, he's this, he's that, he's the other, you know, he's a wanker, he's poisoning people, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Well, let's have it right, yeah? I don't go texting people every day when I get up. I don't text anybody, they get in touch with me. I provide a service for people that they want without me. With me, it's trust. Yeah, you get trust, you get a conversation, They're happy with what they get. Nobody seems to mind. If they do, they know they're comfortable enough to phone me and I'll sort it out, compensate and whatever. Yeah, people know who I am and what I'm about, and it's well earned. Don't think just because you do what things like I do that I am evil. I have never fucked anybody over that did not deserve it. I have never robbed anybody over the age of, when I've got to 25, yeah, I have never robbed anybody that didn't deserve it. Before then, I was a little wanker, and I'll hold my hands up and say that I was. But now, never robbed anybody that didn't deserve it. Bullies, don't like him. Front bullies, I pick fights with him. And that's just me as a person. I'm the sheepdog kind of guy. So when you're all out there with your judgmental eyes thinking, yeah, look, who the fuck does he think he is? He's this, he's that, he's the other. Just remember, there's a reason I am the way that I am, and there's a reason why other people are the way that they are. You don't see every side to the story. You only see what that person wants you to see, and a lot of times they're ashamed to tell you about the bad things that's happened to them. So this is just a little glimpse into the life of a guy like me. Don't do it because I can. I do it because I've got my fucking choice. What do I do? Be poor? No. Because it gets to the point where I'd rather be in prison than live out here poor. Prison isn't hard for me and guys like me, but getting out of prison is hard. That's what you don't understand. Trying to pick your life back up where you left it. Time passes you by. Before you know it, you're a fucking old man. Like I am now, 41 years old. I'm a fucking old man. So I hope those of you out there, yeah, actually take the time to watch this video and understand a guy like me. Because I'm not the only one that's like this. There's plenty of people who are like me, highly intelligent, could have gone far. But believe me, this world, the drugs, the people, the manipulation will drag people down. And I've come from a loving family, both parents still together, from a middle class estate, and I still went this way. People can't understand it, and I don't blame anybody apart from my craving as a young man for status and kudos. That's got me here. But now I'm older, I understand that, but I'm paying for my mistakes now. In this world now, everything you do is recorded, quantified, kept forever. Getting that option to show people you are not the same guy, you can do this without being a criminal, then you don't tend to get it a lot. There's people out there who know me for me. Those are the people I actually care about, because they know me for me. They took the time to get to know me. If you take your time to get to know me, you'll understand that just because you commit crime and do what you do doesn't mean you're a scumbag wanker. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of them out there, a lot of them. But believe me, I would never think about robbing, burgling old people, never. Rapist, not a child molester, no, I would never steal a charity box, nothing like that, never. But then people get treated better than me, and I don't understand it. And I don't, to be honest with you, I don't really give a fuck. I just want people to understand guys in my position do what they do because they don't have much of a choice. So listen guys, take it easy. This is just a little vid so you understand a guy like me. Take it easy. Enough love to you all who watch this.